Hi, I'm Laura, and this is LAYLO Wellness. Today's practice is focusing on stress relief. You'll notice that we'll be alternating between protecting the heart and opening the heart, taking care of ourselves, but not cutting ourselves off. Let's get started. Let's start today's practice in a seated position, any position that you feel comfortable in, and let yourself get settled in. Going to take 10 slow, audible breaths to really get back into our body and mind. You can keep your eyes open for this or let them gently close. That option is up to you. Let yourself hear and feel that audible vibration at the back of your throat as you exhale through your nose. Let your chin start to dip down toward your chest, and then gradually moving your left ear to the left shoulder, come back to the chest, right ear to the right shoulder. Take your time here, releasing any tension you're feeling. A lot of us really tend to hold tension in our neck and in our shoulders. Let's keep our left ear aiming at that left shoulder, and take your left hand and just reach out to the right side of your neck. Give it a little squeeze. You can move it down your shoulder. You can walk those fingers up and down, giving yourself a little bit of a massage here to let that neck tension disappear. We let the chin come back down to the chest, right ear to the right shoulder, reaching up with that right hand and giving the whole left side of your neck a little squeeze, a little walk. Your neck will appreciate it. And let the chin come back to the chest. Lift your head up and take two fingers and just gently push your chin back so you feel like your neck is a little bit more aligned with your spine, keeping that neck in that slightly back position. Turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. Give yourself that little pause. And come back to the center. Moving on to our knees now, we're going to come into a wide child's pose. So take your knees out to the edges of your mat and bring your big toes together. You have a few options in any child's pose. You can reach your fingertips toward the top of the mat with your forehead resting on the mat or on a block. You can stack your fists right under your forehead, or you can reach your arms alongside your body. So let yourself play around with each position, see which seems to feel the most release for you. Let's go ahead and walk those hands out and then find the position you'd like to be in and come back to your audible breath for 3 breaths. Bringing your hands under your shoulders, start to roll up. Bring your knees side by side. Come all the way up on the knees. We just want to take a deep breath to reset the spine here. Exhale. Bring your hands back down to the mat. We're going to walk these hands out toward the top of the mat. Bring your hips all the way down, elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Coming into a Sphinx pose, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Your toes are kind of towards the edges of your mat, so the feet are a little bit wider than your hips. Take notice of your lower back right now and see how that feels to you. If it feels more intense than what you would like it to be, let yourself walk the elbows out just a little bit further and put more of the pressure into your belly, so we take some of the pressure away from that lower back. Your gaze is straight ahead. Now allow the chest to start to come down as we slide the hands back right underneath the shoulders, keeping your elbows tucked in. We're moving into baby cobra. So similar to the Sphinx pose, we're only going to extend those elbows part way. Take your gaze straight ahead, check into that lower back, and then exhale. If your low back is feeling fine with that, maybe you want to try a full cobra. Inhale and extend the arms all the way and lift the gaze up a bit higher. If this is more than your back wants to do today, that's fine. Just come back into your baby cobra and hold it there. And you can adjust how high or low that baby cobra is. Push your body back, coming into your child's pose once again. Keeping the hands extended this time. And then we start to roll forward and come back into whichever cobra pose you prefer. Push back. And roll forward, find that cobra. Press all the way up onto your knees. Bring the toes in a little closer, bring the knees in a little bit closer to find a kneeling plank. You can stay kneeling, you can tuck your toes under and lift up. Just make sure you shift your weight over your hands. And then we lift the hips up to find a downward facing dog. Fingers are spread nice and wide here. We're going to pedal out the feet, shifting as much body weight as possible right into the middle of your hand. Let your head hang and come between your elbows and keep your spine long. Let's come up on all 10 toes. And then slowly begin to lengthen out through the spine. Keep a generous bend in your knee to start. Once you feel that spine lengthening out, your shoulder blades are sliding toward your hips. Now we extend the heels toward the floor. Maybe the heels touch the floor, maybe not, doesn't matter. Long arms, long spine, more important here. Let's slowly begin to walk our feet toward the top of the mat. Keeping that generous bend in the knees, reach up for your opposite elbows and find a ragdoll pose. Really let your head hang here, You can move it around a bit. You can move the whole body. Then we let the hands just relax toward the floor and begin to find some length in the legs for your forward fold. Bring your hips over the ankles as much as you can. No real pressure here in the hands if they're touching the floor. Lengthen out the legs as much as you can and bring the chest as close to your thighs as you feel comfortable with. Let's start to slowly roll it up. Let your arms just dangle toward the floor. Find a little bit of a squeeze in your glutes as you begin to press the hips forward slightly, keeping your low back unloaded. Roll your shoulders all the way up to the ears, back and down. Take a big deep breath right here. Reach out and up. And exhale. Let yourself hang again in that forward fold. Maybe releasing the neck a bit more. And then we inhale once again, coming all the way up through the spine, taking that big deep breath. And exhale. Let's find a little thoracic release. It's a fancy name for saying swing your arms around. This kind of kinetic energy release is a great way to let go of stress and let your body just sort of free flow. So something a lot of times you see kids do, and we've forgotten that. So let's bring it back. Find a little bit of stillness here in the center. And we take a nice big deep breath, reaching out and up. Taking the gaze up, exhale, sweep back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take a deep inhale. This time cactusing our arms on the way down, that big heart opener right here. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, standing twist, reaching the right hand back, left hand forward, hips stay facing the top of the mat. Big spinal twist. Inhale, sweep the right hand down, pick up that left hand. Exhale, and cactus the arms. Inhale, standing twist to the left. Again, looking over those back fingertips, really wringing out the spine. Getting that big twist, sweeping down with the left hand. Pick up the right cactus. Inhale. Hands come to your heart center. Take one breath in and out right here. A little heart protection with the hands. Shifting your body weight now into your right foot. Let's pick up the left knee. Hug that knee in. Find one focal point for your eyes, or if you're standing near a wall and you would like a little extra support for your balance, you can use that wall. Lift up through the chest. Find your audible breath. And we slowly begin to release that knee down right next to the other knee. We're side by side, hips are level. Keep those knees glued together for a second as you scoop this hip forward and deepen the stretch right down the front of the leg. You can stay right here in this quad stretch. You can flip your grip to put a little more challenge into your balance. Keeping your fingers wrapped around the top of your foot, your thumb resting on the arch. You can stay right there. You can start to kick that left foot into your left hand, reaching the right hand out and up, and finding a king dancer pose. Lots of options. One's not better than the other. They're just different. Let's slowly bring it back together and release. Take that deep breath. Exhale. Hugging the right knee in, shifting our weight into the left foot now. Find your one thing to look at. You can move that ankle around a little bit if that feels good to you. Staying tall through the spine, maybe coming back to your audible breath. Gripping that mat with your toes, and finding those contact points, big toe, pinky toe, and heel, to help you with your balance. Let's release this right knee down next to the left, picking up the foot, bringing those knees side by side. Keep the knees glued together for a moment while you scoop your hip under and really get that stretch right down the front of the thigh. Same options, you can keep the quad stretch as it is, you can flip your grip. Just a little bit more challenging on your balance here. And final option, moving into that king dancer, if you wish. And we slowly begin to come out of it. Take your time, and then dropping the foot to the floor. Let's take a deep breath again. Give yourself a little bit of that thoracic twist. We had to get tightened up there in the core and the hips for a moment. Now we let that go again. You can kind of imagine any stress or anxiety kind of flinging off your fingertips here. Then we pause right here in the center. Take that deep breath. Exhale into your forward fold. And allowing the knees to start to bend, the heels pop up off of the mat. Give your knees a big hug here, ball of yarn. Find that little heart protection. And bring your hands down to the mat. Lower yourself down. Hands on top of the legs to roll yourself down to the floor, and then pull the feet up off the floor, hugging the knees into the chest, gently rocking side to side. Then we take the arms out wide. Let your knees drop to the left. You might want to scoot your hips a little bit to the right. Keeping our shoulders flat to the floor while we're resting on our left hip. Come back to that audible breath. Bringing the knees back up to the center, reset your spine to neutral. Bring the knees back into the chest, this time taking a big circle. Going one way. If you feel a spot that maybe is a little bit tight or sore on your lower back or down into your hip, just kind of pause on it or rock on it. Help the floor help you work that little knot out. Let's take that circle in the other direction. And we pause in the center and let those knees drop to the right. Again, maybe scooting your hips in the opposite direction. Resting on your right hip. Shoulders flat on the floor. Audible breath. And then we come back up to the center. Hug the knees in, tuck your chin, and rock yourself up into a seated position. Letting those hips settle in. Let's take a nice big deep breath out and up together. Exhale, bringing those hands to your heart center. May you have peace in your thoughts, kindness in your words, and hope in your hearts. From my heart to yours. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed your practice today. Got to shake off a little bit of the day's stress and anxieties. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you subscribe to the channel so I can keep it going. Share it with some friends who you think might be able to benefit from it, and leave comments down below so I can make it better the next time. If you'd like to find some ways to integrate more wellness into your daily life, please come visit me at LAYLOwellness.com.